The Sixth Extinction is a book by Elizabeth Kolbert about how humankind may be inadvertently causing a mass extinction. Everywhere on the planet, different species are going extinct because of human activity, such as deforestation and rising temperatures. In the book, we learn that humans didn't know about extinction until the early 17th century. The idea of extinction was first proposed by a prestigious French naturist. This naturist and his peers found fossils of several extinct animals, such as the mastodon, which gave extinction more credibility. Even after Charles Darwin published his book On the Origin of Species, scientists still didn't understand that humans are capable of causing extinction. The book goes on to talk much more about extinction, such as how the Alvarez hypothesis became widely accepted in the 1980s, how humans' exploitation of the environment in the Anthropocene period has caused the extinction of many species, and more. The Sixth Extinction also mentions several enduring understandings. Two of these are from Big Idea Number 1, which is the process of evolution drives the diversity and unity of life. The first one is 1A, change in the genetic makeup of a population over time is evolution. This is demonstrated in pages 53 to 54, where it discusses how Darwin figured out how evolution works. It then discusses how evolution is the process of a species changing over a very long period of time. The next enduring understanding is 1C, life continues to evolve within a changing environment. This is talked about on page 54. The book says that the passage from Darwin's book is talking about how natural selection is always at work, and how all living things evolve with challenges presented to them. Big idea number 2 is biological systems utilize free energy and molecular building blocks to grow, to reproduce, and to maintain dynamic homeostasis. The first enduring understanding for this idea is 2A. Growth, reproduction, and maintenance of the organization of living systems require free matter and energy. This is discussed on page 233, where the passage talks about how the gestation period for elephants is 22 months. The reason why it is this long is because of the elephant's size. Since they are very large creatures, they need more free matter and energy, and the gestation period is longer as a result. The next one is 2D. Growth and dynamic homeostasis of a biological system are influenced by changes in the system's environment. On page 161, the book talks about how certain organisms moved in response to a shift in their environment's temperature. They did this because they needed to move to an area with a more acceptable temperature in order to maintain homeostasis. The next big idea is number 3. Living systems store, retrieve, transmit, and respond to information essential to life processes. The first enduring understanding for this big idea is 3C. The processing of genetic information is imperfect and is a source of genetic variation. On page 54, the book talks about how organisms evolve over time because of natural selection, which means that the processing of genetic information is imperfect because otherwise DNA wouldn't change. The second one is 3A. Heritable information provides for continuity of life. On page 251, the book discusses how humans feel the need to explore, and how one scientist thinks that the reason for this trait can be found by comparing human and Neanderthal DNA. This means that DNA, which is heritable information, controls the traits of organisms.